Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this pick a card read on your person's true feelings and intentions for you. So this could range from a business partnership, someone at work, a friendship, someone within your friend group, someone within your family, or a romantic connection. So we'll let the cards decide and the piles decide which one that is for you. In the beginning, we'll be doing an energy check just to let you know, and so I don't waste your time and let you know that you've picked the right pile. So what we'll be looking at is the feelings and intentions. And I'd just like to say at this point, sometimes they're not always the same thing. So you could have, for example, a business relationship. So the feelings for you might not be great, but their intentions for you are very, very good and on point because they want you to succeed in your career, for example. So, or if it's a romantic connection, they could have strong feelings for you, but their intentions might not be pure because they have a limiting belief system operating behind it and operating behind their actions, which could have brought you to this reading if it is a romantic one, because you'll be feeling that mismatch. If that's the case, I've got some clarifying decks, and I'll be looking at the limiting belief system operating behind that, just to give you a bit of clarification and indication as to why they're doing that. So, but if the feelings and intentions are both the same and they're both positive, you're on a winner. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through what we're going to cover. So if you want to go straight to the pile selection, just click on the link for pile 1 in the comments section, and then I'll take you straight to that, and then just go back 5 seconds, and then I'll have them all laid out. So if you want to stay with me, well, let's go over what we're going to cover. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have a look at the true feelings for you, and have a look at just what they're feeling, what their heart's saying. And then we'll have a look at their true intentions for you, what their mind is saying, what their psychology is saying. So if there is a mismatch there and I feel like it, I'll go into deeper and see if there's any limiting belief system. So we'll just see how that goes. And then we'll have a look at what they would like to say to you, but feel that they can't for some reason, or they don't know how to say it. And we'll delve deep into that. And then we'll have advice for you in this connection. So up until at this point, it's all about them, their feelings, their intentions, and what they want to say. But now we'll have a look at what advice the cards have for you and for this connection itself. And then we'll have a look at what's most likely to happen within the next 1 to 2 months for this connection with your person. And then we'll close it off with some channeled messages. So let's start it now. Let's start for pile number 1. We're going to be using the Fairy Temple Oracle. And we'll also be using fortune cards. What is it? Tianias. I can't say that word. And we'll also be using my Eye of... Oh my God, these are really bad shovels. My Eye of Horus tiles, Egyptian tiles, as another level of choosing for you. All right, that's ridiculous. Oh, well, that shuffled it well enough. Okay, pile 1. Oh, good stuff. Pile 1, just the nature of the relationship for pile 1 and pile 1's person. Just as an energy check for the read, please. Oh, and I'll just have that like that, because I don't really want you seeing it until we open. And I don't want me seeing it until we open the piles. So that's 1. And so pile 2. Okay. See if I can shuffle this better. Gateway Oracle cards. This is the pile section for pile 2. And it'll be the energy check. What's going on in the relationship between, or the connection between pile 2's person and them. Whoop. Okay. You probably saw that. And they both came out that same way. Okay. And I'll just move that. And the energy check for pile 3 using the Tarot of Dreams deck as a shuffle. What's going on? I might do one more shuffle. That was pretty bad. What's going on? There we go. That's good. In the relationship, or the nature of the relationship, there it is for pile 3, and I'll have that as the underlining. That one's facing the other way. Interesting. So I'll just see where these are lining up. I could probably move that over there and that in the middle there. Okay, that looks good. So also what I'm going to use is, see if I can shuffle these, they're so tiny. Tiana's, or Tiania, I never say that, fortune cards. They're just so cute. I don't know if I'm shuffling these in shot. I'm running out of room. Okay. I could probably shuffle them on top of that. There we go. All right. For pile one, just a further energy check for pile one, the nature of the relationship between pile one and pile one's person. Oh, let's take those two and put these back. Awesome. It is also facing in that same initial direction. Pile two, energy check for pile two. There we go. An energy check for pile three. No. No, it's too many. Energy check. I feel like doing this actually. And I feel like, there it is. There it is. All right. And again, same direction. Interesting. Okay. So I'll just note on the back of the deck, we've got the mountain. So this is really big energy. Really big energy. And it feels like a general theme for all three piles. It's actually quite a significant partnership or relationship or connection with this person. So let's just put this up there. And this does get a little bit loud. I've listened to it. It is loud. So this is the Eye of Horus tiles, Egyptian tiles, just to help you pick the piles. Okay. Pile selection for pile three. Pile one. Whoops. Pile one. Interesting, I said three first. Okay. That's that tile. I'll go into what these mean when I go into the reading. For now, we're just picking based on the symbols. And this is pile two. And this one is pile three. Pretty. Oh, there we go. All right. Put that aside. So, if you chose pile one, you chose the Fairy Temple Oracle with this tile. Let's see if I can get it up. I never get it up. There we go. If you chose pile two, you chose the Gateway Oracle with this tile. And if you chose pile three, you chose the Tarot of Dreams deck with that tile. Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and choose your pile and click on the timestamp in the comment section below and it'll take you straight to it, and I will see you in your read. Thank you, bye. Hey pile one, welcome to your read. And if you chose this read, you chose the Apis Bull and in the reversal. So the Apis Bull is someone who is mostly linked to Taurus in energy, and also the King of Pentacles if you're interested in tarot and astrology. But before I get going, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a clearing and set the intention for the read today. So just have a think about what brought you to this read and your connection itself, and connect into me, into this reading. And take a deep breath in and out. Okay. Beautiful. So the Apis Bull, let's get started. The Apis Bull in the reversal is someone, and what I'm doing is sort of reading this energy in the pile selection more so into the energy of your person, but it could be the energy within the connection, or if you want to reverse the roles and have this be about you to let you know that you picked the right pile, then by all means go and do that. But the energy of the Apis Bull reversed is someone who is able to look underneath the actions of people and really understand the true intentions of a person, the true motivations of a person. And they usually are messages and they want the best for you. This is more leaning already, without looking at any other cards, more towards a business partnership or a businessman. But this is someone who can see to the core of anyone and see into someone's soul, basically, and their true spiritual essence. Okay, so This is someone who also has the ability to manifest in an incredibly powerful way, very earthly energy, and someone who can just move mountains by what they're able to create. And what else is that? Fertility, there's very masculine in energy. So it's most likely a male that you're talking about, or someone who likes to take action and facilitate action and just create amazing things in their life. Okay. But more with the reverse, it's more about their ability to read a person, especially if they're. That's why I keep leaning towards being a businessman or someone who is good with money or good with manifesting things or good with people. Really good at reading into a person's heart and a person's soul. This energy feels like it's very wholesome and a very good person. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards. Let's move this out of the way. So we've got, this is the cloud clearing because it's upright, and that usually represents thoughts. And the stork, again in the initial phase and upright. So that says to me what this person is bringing a sense of clarity and a new sense of clarity. So bringing about a new, for example, a new job. That's what this could be. The connection could be with a potential employer. But this is something that is brand new. If it is, say, a job, it's something that potentially you've already applied for or you've already gone for an interview for. So it feels like this person's, you've at least met them. At the very least, you've met them. It's not, in the example of getting a job, it's not just I've sent an application away and sent an email. You've actually had an interview with them or you've actually spoken to them. Or if it is a connection, you're already in the relationship with them, and you've already established some sort of a connection. It does feel something like it's something that's new, but it also feels like there's new information that has come to light just recently, fairly recently in the last couple of weeks, that has actually eased your mind. Perhaps this person has been a messenger and given you some information that can actually clarify a few things for you and help you feel like you're actually moving forward in some way. Okay, so let's have a look at the fairy cards, the Fairy Temple Oracle. Shine. Beautiful. Open up, stand out, and realize. Put that in there. And finally, on the bottom of the deck, longevity. See if that's in short. Longevity, relish, persistence, and everlasting. So what I want to do is I might just put that there, that over there, and that can go in there. Got a few cards out, so I've got to really utilize my space well. Okay. So let's keep going with the example of a business or a job or some sort of career opportunity. It feels like if it is a career opportunity, this is a very good one. It's something that is going to pass the test of time. Perhaps it's a new career that you're moving into recently, and you're going in a completely different direction. And this person is providing the opportunity for you to do that. And not only do that, but providing you with the opportunity to shine and actually really strut yourself stuff and possibly even bring out qualities and skills within you that you possibly don't see within yourself. So they might be able to see, and this roles could be reversed, by the way. This could be you seeing that in them, but they're able to see something in you that potentially you might not see, or you're showing skills that it's just natural to you and they're going, oh, I believe I can use that or I can utilize that in this role. How about we go in there? It feels like a promotion. It feels like a step forward. It feels like a step up. It's just something, especially with this shine card here, it feels like it's something that just comes naturally to you. And that's because the Apis bull in the reversal has the ability to actually see into that and see into your true nature and your true talents. And they're actually seeing you in the future shining and doing incredibly well in this role. So it could be, if it's in the realms of a relationship, I'll see what the other cards say, but it really sort of feels more like career orientated or something like that, that type of connection. But if it is relationships, they're actually seeing a possibility of a long-term potential with you, and perhaps maybe they want to start a family with you. They're actually seeing long-term potential in that way. The King of Pentacles absolutely is father material and provider material. And there are, and with the stork there and a new beginning, it could actually mean pregnancy, or that, like, the apis ball is someone who is, or an energy that is very, very fertile. And if you've got the apis ball and the stork there as well, I'd say if you're wanting a family, this is actually looking like it's very, very possible, 100% possible, or you might have already conceived. If you're not wanting to have family, cover up, basically, especially with those two there, and longevities, and sort of looking for the future and long-term investments, investing in the future, being persistent and understanding that things take time. For example, having a baby, that takes, whole 9 months, 10 months, however long, until, or sometimes less, until that actually manifests into an actual baby. So whatever relationship this is or connection this is, it's something that has a lot of potential, and they see it. This person actually sees it. They see the potential within the connection, and they see the potential within you, and they see something that is just absolutely amazing. That's what they see. Already, this is already talking to the nature of their true feelings and intentions for you. They see nothing but good things, and they see nothing but good things within you. And when looking at the connection, you can actually see a future with this person, however that looks, whether it is a business connection, friendship connection, or romantic connection. There's certainly 100% a very beautiful future ahead, or possibility for you guys. All right, so let's now have a look at what are their true feelings for you. And we'll be using the energy oracle for that one. What are their true feelings? What's coming from their heart? What do they feel when they think of you and think of your future together? Okay. What is it they feel? What does their heart feel when they think of you? There it is. Jumped right out. The garden and the gate. Okay. And that is in the almost completion phase. Let's put that there. And underlying that, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And that's upright. So I might just put that there. Make sure it's in shot. There we go. And that's there. Okay. So their feelings for you, it's very much a spiritual connection. That's what they feel. Perhaps they feel that you were meant to be. I don't think maybe they're ready to take action just yet. I feel, especially with longevity being there, they feel that you're the key. So perhaps something that's holding them up, or they just want to not rush things. They want to make sure that this is right moving forward. So perhaps they haven't at this point, if it is a relationship, perhaps they haven't at this point made a commitment, but they want to. They feel that there's absolute potential there. Perhaps maybe if it is someone, it is a businessman, and you are in a relationship, and maybe they do have money, maybe what can be holding them back. And it'd be interesting to see what their intentions are and see how they marry up. I said marry. They might be thinking, I've potentially got a lot to lose. I've got to make sure that this is right. Or maybe if it is a business connection, maybe they're waiting on funding. Maybe they're doing some sort of business plan to make sure that it can last a long time and they can actually deliver on their commitment to you. Because this person won't commit to you unless they feel 100% that they can actually deliver at the end of the day. So that's why making a decision for them takes a long time, because they want to make sure that they can deliver. They don't want to let you down at all. But they absolutely see your potential, and they see that this connection was synchronistic or heaven sent. It feels right. Like, they don't have any red flags whatsoever. If anything, the only thing might be stopping them, like, they've got the key. This lady here, she's, I'll hold this up the camera. She's got the key. Maybe if I go upright, she's got the key hanging around the neck. She can open that gate at any time and go out. But she's going, what I've built, it's very much a Four of Pentacles energy, if you know tarot. It's very much of, I've built so much, and this garden is just so beautiful. But what happens if I go out there and I get lost, or I'm leaving the comforts of this garden. So it's sort of, they are having to step out of their comfort zone a little bit, and they've been hesitant for that. So if they are being hesitant in moving forward, it's not because of you, and it's not because of this connection, and it's certainly not because of the potential that they see within you and in the connection. It's because it's such a big decision for them moving forward. It feels like it is a major life decision. And if you were with me when I was actually selecting the cards for the piles, the bottom of the deck for this Tatiana's fortune cards was the mountain. So, maybe I might even put that there. So since I felt like I felt called to say something about it. And that's basically something that is huge, usually insurmountable. But in this case, it's just such a big decision. It's such a big energy. And that's why they want to make sure that it's right. So their feelings for you are this is pure. This connection is pure. And this connection is heaven sent. But I just need to make sure, and there's a bit of a thought process going on in their feelings as well, that it's the right decision before moving forward. But they've got everything that they need, everything that they know, everything they need to know moving forward. It's just making that final decision. So maybe just fine tuning a few things, wrapping things up. If it's a business proposal that's been laid out, it's been sent out, they're just waiting for a response, something like that. But they feel that this is 100% correct and right and pure and meant to be. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so let's now have a look at their true intentions for you moving forward. And this is using the Secret Oracle. What is going on with my shuffling today? Oh my gosh. There we go, that's better. All right. So what are their true intentions for you? What do they intend to do moving forward? What's their thought processes with regards to their connection with you? What are their true intentions for you? There it is. Okay, and it came out reversed. And I can't read upside down. Balance your energy. Okay. And I'll put that there, and I'll see what's on the bottom of the deck. Illusory obstacles. Okay, so their intentions are to rebalance their energy with regards to you, and that's actually also tying in with this garden in the gate. So they have obstacles, and I would say it's a limiting belief system where they're a little bit out of whack, and that's actually what's preventing them from moving forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get what's called learning tarot cards, and I'm just going to see what is it that is blocking them. What is it that is hindering them? I'm not going to limit it to being just a limiting belief system. It could be a physical, tangible thing that is blocking them. For example, they're just waiting on funding. They're waiting on upper management to, give them the go-ahead. Perhaps they're tying up a few loose ends with, if it's a relationship with their ex or something like that. It just feels like there's just something that's preventing them from moving forward. What is that? And it's illusory. So I would say it's more likely to be a belief system, but they absolutely see you as a potential business partner or mate or something like that. There it is. So what is it that's blocking them? Okay, the sun reversed. Yeah, they don't have clarity just yet. They don't have, I'm just going to get my glasses. Where are they? So I can read this. Okay, so there's lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression, miscarriage, stillbirth, and abortion. Not very nice energies there. So on the back of the deck, you've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. And the Queen of Wands is good business sense. Again, this is bringing me back to business. Confidence, foresight, an attractive, magnetic, mature woman, a helpful friend who is well liked, a kind, loyal, generous, confident, and competitive woman who enjoys enterprise and the limelight and also values her home and family life. Okay, so with that, and especially with this here, the thoughts are clearing. I would say that they're still weighing things up in their mind, that they have a belief system that maybe what I'm actually getting, believe it or not, is they feel like potentially they can't match your energy. That's what I feel. they're seeing you shine. They're seeing this as a divine connection, perhaps, especially since they're coming from an earthy energy. They're having trouble understanding that and actually coming into alignment with that. So I think it might be actually bringing up some limiting belief systems that is causing them, like within them, that is causing them to procrastinate because they are seeing you as someone who is incredibly powerful. And what it feels like is they've not come across anyone like you before, whether it be in business or in a relationship or anywhere. They've not come up and with anyone like you. And they don't know how to take you or how they feel they can keep up the pace with you when either in a relationship or in a business partnership. So what is causing them to perhaps waylay things or not move forward, or might be a sense of self-sabotage, is because of them having to rebalance their own energy and have a look at their limiting belief systems that are now coming up as a result of this, because they see you like the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is right under this shine card. And they just see you as someone who is just magnetic, absolutely beautiful, stunning, capable. And the Apis bull is someone who is a powerful manifester, but so is the Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands does it in such a mysterious and subtle and powerful, energetic way. They make things happen almost as if by magic. But the Taurus bull does things by logic and methodical, and they go, you do this, and then you do this, and you do this, and then you do this. The Queen of Wands comes on and clicks her fingers, and it's just there. And this person in your life is going, how the hell do they do that? What is that magic quality within them that makes them such a powerful manifester? I thought I was a powerful manifester, but what they're doing, what you're doing, I think for them is knocking them for a six. But they know that they have to make this, and this is sort of channeled energy now, they have to make this decision very quickly because they see your power and they see your beauty, they see your potential, they see how it can benefit them in a powerful way, in an incredible way, just by having you in their life, whether it be business, whether it be relationship, whatever way. They can see the value in you 100%. It's just they see so much value in you that it's actually starting to make them feel like they can't measure up, and they just feeling like they have to sort of balance themselves out and step up a bit so they can actually go out there and take a chance with you, because once they commit to it, they're going to have to commit to it 100%. They know that. So they're just not really clear at the moment as to what their limiting belief system is, or what is it that's causing them, because it's sort of like, why am I delaying this? This person is the perfect candidate, or this person is perfect for the job, or this person is going to be someone who can really help me build my business, or this is someone who would be a great mother and a great wife or a great husband, or a great father. This would be someone who would be a great provider. I can just see someone who can just, really love me, and just being in their shine, just being in their power and their essence on its own is something that is of great benefit. And for them to see you, to see themselves with you for the rest of their lives or for a very, very long time, is something that is incredibly appealing to them. And they can't fault that at all. It's almost like they're thinking this is too good to be true. And their limiting belief systems are coming up and going, where's catch? There's something wrong. There's something that is holding them back, but it's just in their mind, and it is just a limiting belief system that they're still figuring it out. And I would say it's something to do with self-worth in comparison to you. And it just feels like up until now, their level of self-worth was fine, that they walked through life, owning it, absolutely owning it. And now they've come across you, who manifests in a completely different way and walks through life in a completely different way, but just as powerful as them, if not more. And they're like, how do you do it? They're seeing manifestation from a completely different perspective through you, and they're just trying to catch up, basically. Okay. And it's just going to take time for them to do that, but it has nothing to do with how they see you. They see you as absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right. So what would they like to say to you, but feel that they can't or don't know how to say it? And there was something that came out. I'll note it. The Empress. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep that there. Oh, I'll show you. The Empress. So, and you've got the little butterflies there. Okay. And make sure that's in shot. Perfect. All right, but I will choose a card. They just come out before I was ready to shuffle. But, you know, they see you as the ultimate mother, the ultimate wife, the ultimate manifester, the ultimate woman, and you know, the ultimate grandmother even to kids. They just see you as the epitome of what it is to be feminine and beautiful and nurturing. They see you as incredibly nurturing and someone that can, especially this is sort of like the King of Pentacles energy. And this is very much like, it's a very earthly energy. So it's more like the Queen of Pentacles if you want to look at any of the suits there. So they see you as a match made in heaven with them and who can balance them out perfectly. So they want to tell you that. They want to tell you that's how they see you. But don't, oh, no way. Huh. You've got the Empress and the Emperor. Yep, they see you, especially now that's come out underneath here, the seventh chakra. Make sure that these are both in shot because they're important cards. Okay. And I'll just quickly have a look at the bottom of the Injustice. Yeah. All right. They see you as your divine counterpart. Actually, what I might do is I'm going to put it here because they might overshadow that. They absolutely see you and they want to tell you that, but for some reason they don't feel that they can say that just yet. So he's been thinking, and it does feel like, and this just feels like a match made in heaven. So it could be a business partnership made in heaven. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you're starting a business with this person and they're actually starting to think, can I take it to the next level? It could be that, especially when you've got the Stork here and the Empress is pregnant. So it could be you're already in a relationship and you've been in a relationship for a very long time. They're wanting to ask you to marry them or start a family with them. There's a strong call on that. Is a strong call to manifest something together. And in a very powerful way. It's a divine union. It was meant to happen. They feel like this is karma finally working in their favor with regards to you. And it is just, again, such a big energy and it's such a big decision moving forward. They want to tell you that you are their divine counterpart. You are their twin flame. That's what they feel and that's what they believe. And they want to take action because the Emperor, like it feels again, the Empress is already in the upright position. The Emperor is just on its way. It's not quite there. So he's not quite where you are. And again, roles reverse if you feel that this is reverse. But he just feels he needs to take a little bit more action before he can actually either articulate this or say it to you. But he is taking action. And he knows he has to take action very, very quickly so he doesn't lose you. So because he sees your value so much that he knows that he's not going to be the only one who sees your value and he needs to make this decision quickly. But he's already making plans or taking action towards making this connection happen. So it feels like he's working in the background. And so let's just say it is an employer. They want you in a certain position or they want you to upskill into another position. They've already taken steps to make that happen. They've done, they've talked to their accountant, they've talked to their own manager, they've, created a business plan. They've made everything happen in the background in order to make it so you can just slot straight in. They just want to look after you. They really, really want to look after you and they want to let you know that. But for some reason, they don't feel that they can because they feel like maybe it's a risk because they're not quite ready to take that step yet. They still need to figure some things out, but it won't take them very long. But yeah, what they want to tell you is that you are divine counterpart. You are meant to be. They are meant to be. You are both meant to be. This connection is meant to be, and they feel like it is cosmic justice. Going, here you go. You've done really good things in your life. Here's your reward. They see you as a reward in their life and they're doing everything that they can to make it so they can be ready to actually take that commitment. So if you've been waiting on someone to, you know, pop the question, they're working on it. Trust me, they're working on it, and the question will be popped soon. Just let them take the time that they need in order to line up with the decision that their heart has already made. Okay. All right, so now let's have a look at advice for you within this connection using the Mythic Tarot. And yes, my shuffling is sucked up until now, but this deck is, you know, much harder to shuffle generally. All right. This is a great reading. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle. Okay. So what is advice for you? That's better. Perfect. Okay. For this connection. There it is. Ah, 10 of Cups. Beautiful in the completion phase. Oh, this is a... in the beginning, I was thinking, you know, leaning more towards a business partnership. But this is equally could be a reading for a romantic relationship, Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there because it just fits better, because I have one more deck to shuffle and get some cards for, and I'll put them there. Okay, so what the advice for you within this connection is, it's both head and heart. So trust that this, because this is, you've got longevity. 10 of Cups is on. Did I show you them? I don't know if I showed you them. 10 of Cups. If I didn't, there it is. If I did, you're seeing it twice. Okay, so what happens when you're sort of in channeling mode? You forget. Okay, and Queen of Swords. So this is about, on one hand, trust that this is, the 10 of Cups is ongoing contentment in the realms of the heart. It's something that lasts the test of time. You've got longevity here. You've got the Empress and the Stork here. This could mean starting a family, and this is someone who is going to stay. If they say, I want to marry you, they want to marry you till death do us part. If they say that they want to have you as an employee or business partner, they want you there for as long as you want to be there. And or if they say that they want a child with you, they want to have that child and be their father and be in the life and be in your life for as long as the child is there. They're not going to leave. So this is someone who was 100% stable. And what advice is there is to trust in that, trust in your heart. If it feels right, if it feels like it's something that can last in the test of time, that's because it will. This is 100%. And this 100%, yes, this is going to be a happy union for a very, very long time. Trust in that. But at the same time, don't forget to make sure that you set boundaries with them. If they're dragging their feet for too long, say something. Don't forget to actually, you know, just because, they could be, oh, my phone's going off. They could be a provider, and they're saying that they want to marry you and all that sort of stuff. Make sure you're ready. Make sure that you're ready as well. It's not all about waiting for them to be ready. If you want to say something, say something. If something is feeling off, say something. Make sure you still stay independent and true to yourself, and true to both your heart and your mind. This is a very much talking about a balancing of the two, balancing out, and make sure that you have that balance within yourself. And they're doing the exact same thing. It really does feel like either soulmate energy if you're talking about business relationships, because you can have a soulmate. A soulmate is someone, in my opinion, or what soulmate means, is someone who you've had. My phone is going off. Someone that you've had past lives with. Your souls are mates. That's how I see that. So in a business partnership, it just feels like you've done it before. And that's why you're just working so well. If it's a romantic relationship, it could be very much a twin flame energy. So, and when you're in a twin flame relationship, you balance each other out, and that's what's happening. You're balancing each other out. So remember to honor your own boundaries with them as well. It's sometimes, especially since they're going through this, speak up, say something about it, but also know that this is something that can absolutely be 100% beautiful and last the test of time. Okay, so now let's have a look at what's most likely to happen within the next 1 to 2 months within this connection. Okay, let's shuffle up here. Oh, that's better. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is in shot. Let's just move that up. There we go. Okay. So what's going on within this connection within the next 1 to 2 months? Awesome. Chariot. There we go. In the completion phase. Willpower, victory, and recognition. So let's move them over there. Like you have the Emperor and the Empress and the Ten of Cups. How much better can it get? Seriously. Wow. And Six of Cups. And here's the kids again. Children, memories, childhood, and nostalgia. So, you know, this could be someone that you've known for a very long time. Again, children are coming up. So this is a very strong message. If you're wanting children with this person, this is very, very strongly pointing to, yes, it will happen and they'll be a great partner. So perhaps, you know, that was what you came to this reading asking about 100%. And I would say within the next 2 months, there's going to be strong action towards it. So within the next probably even the next 1 month, because the Chariot's in the completion phase, you'll have that job. You'll have that that level up, the upskill or promotion, or they'll pop the question, or you will conceive, or you'll actually start the relationship with them, or you might be in a relationship with them and start a business with them and take it to that next level. You might actually, you know, they might pop the question and you'll have the ring on your finger within a month, or they would have popped the question within a month. So I would say, and especially with the Six of Cups there, I would say, you know, or you'll conceive within the month. Something very, very powerful is going to happen within a month, no longer than 2 months, with regards to making this a concrete reality. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to channel mode. Just give me a couple of seconds and I'll tune in and I'll just close the reading off with that. Very heavy child energy and more than one. So perhaps you're amalgamating families and moving in with each other could be an option as well, where you're amalgamating children. But it's very, very positive, very energetic, a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of things happening. But I'm tuning into the kids, and the kids are very excited. They're very happy for this. So it could be kids that are already manifested, like already children, and maybe amalgamate. They like your partner, and your partner's kids like you, and the kids like each other as well. Or if it's conceiving, the children who are about to be conceived, or the child that is about to be conceived, is very excited about this union and very excited to be born. I'll see what else. Okay, very happy home life is available for you, where there's abundance of things. You're not going to be wanting for anything. You're going to certainly have enough money to pay the bills. You're going to have enough money to buy all food you want. The house is just going to be, you're going to have everything you need in the house. So this could be, if this is a job, then that job is going to provide for you very well. Or the partnership itself, combining incomes, it's actually going to work very well. And the house is just going to run incredibly well. You know, you'll have your roles. You know, one will do the cooking and the other one will do the handyman work, and that doesn't necessarily mean the man does it. You know, all the lawn stuff. You know, you just sort of balance each other out. And you just work incredibly well together. But I'm seeing particularly a home life. That the home life is actually going to be working very well in the future, moving forward, like seamlessly, like a well-oiled ship. And I'll just see. I usually like to get 3 things. And this one is a perspective from your higher self, or a higher perspective. Feeling along this side. I just want to just tune deeper into this. Just give me a sec. This has a past life connection. Certainly, 100% has a past life connection. You have a past life connection with this person. And that is playing out now or maybe even a parallel life. I know this is esoteric, but it's a higher perspective. But it's certainly a past life is very significant, but it's very, very positive energy in this life. It's infusing into this life in a very, very powerful and positive way. And it feels like perhaps in that past life, you didn't get you didn't get the opportunity to play this out to its fullest potential. But in this lifetime, you're getting to do that. But you're just getting all the benefits of it. So if there was any hard work done, all the setup, anything done in a previous life, it's this lifetime that you get to benefit from it in a very, very powerful way. So you're just going to reap the rewards of it. It's sort of like the inheritance from the previous life. You're getting to enjoy the inheritance, the energetic inheritance of it, which is manifested in the form of this connection. Awesome. I just feel like I want to get one more thing. Just like that wasn't enough. It just you're enjoying, you're going to get to enjoy the fruits of the labors from the previous life. And very, very soon you're going to actually physically enjoy the physical fruits of those labors. It's going to manifest. And from here on in, at least this part of your life, you're not going to have to worry about it. It is just going to be beautiful. And it's like if, for example, you're going to marry this person or they're going to pop the question, it's going to be till death do you part. If it is a business investment, this investment is going to carry you right through and maybe even continue on until the next generation as well. It's going to provide for them as well. The business will be very lucrative. The job will actually bring a lot of money, and it'll be in something that you do up until your retirement if you choose to do so. There's nothing negative whatsoever about this read or about this connection. Everything is so positive. You just got to balance your energies. The relationship itself is just, for maybe both of you, bringing out just some limiting belief systems that you've just got to balance out, talk to each other about it. Once you're in alignment with that and you make the connection, you make the commitment to move forward, or they make the commitment to move forward, that's it. That's all that needs to be done, and then you're home and hosed. Awesome. Perfect. I'm going to end it on that because that's absolutely perfect. Oh, well, thank you very much for letting me join. What a way to start the, pile one to start all my reads. Awesome. Thank you so much. So if you liked it, like, share, subscribe, put a comment if you feel invited to do so. Feel free to, let me know how this reading resonated with you. Any feedback. I'm also taking requests. So if you'd like to make a request for a future read, pop that in the comment section below and I'll absolutely do that for you. But until I do my next read, I say again, thank you so much and bye. Hey party, welcome to your read. And if you chose this read, you chose the Egyptian tile or the Eye of Horus tile of Imhotep. Whoops, Imhotep. And Imhotep is the tile of, or the energy of, administration, good time management, good organizational ability. It's also the energy of mastering your craft and upskilling. So if you're thinking of maybe getting a new job or starting a new career or career progression, perfect tile for this. And this is actually already at this point very highly linked to pile one. There's a lot of correlations there. So if you're drawn to pile one, maybe you want to go and check that out if you feel you want to. So let's just put that. What I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do a clearing for this read, just quickly. So set your intention for this read. Just have a think about what brought you here, the question that you brought you here, the relationship and the nature of the relationship. So you can know you've picked the right pile. Okay. And take a deep breath in and out. Okay. All right. So if this is, make sure that's in shot. If this is a pile, an energy for a job, then it would be upskilling in the job. If it's maybe a romantic relationship, it could be taking the relationship to another level. There's a level of mastery that's been reached. and perhaps you're now wanting to master a different area of the relationship, taking the relationship to the next level, for example. That could be how it could read if it's a relationship. So let's just get some more information. And this is the mouse. My chocolate just went down the wrong way. This is the mouse. And interesting that, I just had that cough just then, and chocolate went down the wrong hole. The mouse is an energy of just something's niggling at you, and it's just not feeling quite right. Maybe you've got some thoughts about, and an example of how to read this energy is you're restless. So say you're in a job and you've been doing that job for a very long time, you own it, you mastered it, you can do it in your sleep, and you're going, this is getting a little bit boring. It sort of has like a page of wands feel where you're thinking, I want to do something more. I want to actually stimulate myself in a different way. And what's the current situation is, and this energy check of this read, is you're actually feeling that restlessness. And it's just niggling at you. There's something that's just been niggling at you for a little while now, where you're going, you know what, this just isn't cutting it for me. Yeah, I'm good at it. I'm a master of my craft, or I've mastered this type of this area of the relationship. Like, just say you have just started the relationship and things are just going really, really well, but you want to take it to the next level. You want to upskill in some way. This is more talking about sort of upskilling. For example, if you do, let's just say you do a martial art. Let's just say you do taekwondo, right? And you've reached black belt or any sort of black belt level, or maybe sort of more the higher black belt levels, 3, 4, or 5 or and above, especially 5, 5th Dan. And you're going, you know what, I've mastered this. I know this. I want to do something different, but I still want to do martial arts. So you go into judo, and judo or kickboxing or something like that. Is similarities, but they're actually very different disciplines, and you have to start again at white belt. That's an example of another area of life that could mean it's just like you've mastered this, but you want to upskill. You want to go in another direction. You want to master something else, and you're not afraid of having to start all over again. And sort of make a blank canvas and go back to the drawing board and go back to, say, white belt. Or it could be, you want to go back to school and you want to start, learning a degree in some other area of life. So, let's just say you're an engineer and you want to go into more of a practical side of things. So maybe you want to go into bricklaying or something like that. So that's sort of the energy of this read. So I'll just get some more cards. Proceeding softly. Okay. And that's just coming out of the initial phase. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So this is something I'd say you've been thinking about for a while. And it's not an easy or simple decision to make. It's actually quite a big decision. And if you were present for the pile selection, I did actually get called to have a look at the bottom of the deck of these clarifiers. And that's the deck there. And this is the mountain. This is something that is huge. It's something that can appear insurmountable, but it is absolutely possible. But, imagine what you feel like at the top of that mountain when you look out going, I did it. So there's something that is pushing or pulling you in a direction lately that you've been thinking about in your moments of quietude. And it's actually making you think, you know what? This isn't right. Let's have a look what's on the bottom of the deck, actually. Simplifying your life. Okay. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Yep. So this is, you want to also keep it simple. You don't want to make it complicated. It's something that, especially if, let's go back to the example of the martial art example. So it is such a long process to go from white belt to black belt to through the black belt. That's a big process. Maybe that's too big an example. It's just something where you want to make things simple again, that you still want to go in a different direction. Perhaps you just want to master being present. Maybe your mastery is about wanting to go along the spiritual path or the spiritual service path. And, you've mastered the corporate world, but now you want to master the energetic world or the spiritual world. You want to master your head and master your heart. And maybe you want to zen out and simplify your life and maybe rather than upskill, downscale and master that, that's a completely different perspective. So we'll see what the other cards say. But this is something, and we are talking about a relationship with someone else. So perhaps this person is someone who is very organized. Maybe this person is someone who is a master of their craft. It just feels like there's an area of life. I'm just going to get clarification. Okay, I'm just going to use the Magic of You Oracle. Just get some more information with regards to how this relates to your connection with this person. It's just it could be that you're restless within the relationship or the business relationship or whatever it is with them. And in your quiet times, you've been thinking, you know what, I've got to upskill. I've got to move to a different level, either within this relationship or within this business. I think that's what this is, but I'll just get further clarification as to how this energy relates to the connection itself, because that's the energy check, the nature of the relationship. So maybe the relationship's gotten too complicated and you want to simplify things. An example of that could be your mother and father and the child has grown up and is leaving home, and now you're actually sort of thinking, okay, what do we do now? Things are much more simple. We don't have a teenager at home anymore. And that could be what this means. So I'll just get some further clarification. Now I've got the smoke going down my throat. So I'm having a lot of throat issues. So there's communication problems, maybe. Okay. Nature of the relationship, just an energy check as to how this energy relates to the relationship itself. There it is. And come out that way. So just read it. Mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Yeah. And on the back, boo-hoo. I think that says boo-hoo. Transform the way you see. Okay. So it feels like, this is what it feels like, and this is what it looks like, that there's something niggling at you. You don't know quite what it is, but you know it's part of a bigger picture, bigger picture. And it is changing the way you're viewing your current situation. It's changing the way you're viewing the relationship, or the business relationship, or the job itself, or whatever this is relating to. I'm opening it up to anything, but it's big. And it's something that has been niggling at you. So perhaps another example could be you've mastered the corporate world and now you're looking into semi-retirement. And now you're looking to sort of step back a little bit and go back into and transform the way you look at life. So I think the relationship is more, with this one, it's more about, I'm going to say it's more about your relationship to yourself. It is involving other people. So it'll involve your boss, or it'll involve your partner as well. But it's more about how you fit in with it and where you want to go, either within the relationship. So this is going to be a different pile. It's going to be a pile where, like, their feelings and intentions, you know, I'm going to go with it because it's different. I'm just going to tune in because this is different. Okay. Just one second. Yeah. There's definitely someone else involved who's going to be highly impacted by this. So unless this is where this could be their feelings, they're wanting to upskill, they're wanting to take things. Thank you. All right, that's it. They're wanting to take things to a different level with you, or they're wanting to simplify their life and that's going to involve you. So what I'm going to do, I feel like I'm going to get some more information from more cards, like the true feelings and true intentions, and that will help clear this up. It's just a very different read, Cards always throw me a curveball like this, so I'll just get some more information. So stick with me if you're not sure whether this is your pile, but let's have a look, move forward. All right, so what are their true feelings to you? Or however this reading wants to read itself, by the Energy Oracle. Okay, let's just pop it on back. Okay, I'm just going to do one more shuffle. My shuffling for some reason today is just not on. Okay, there we go. It's better. All right. So what are the true feelings for you? There is definitely someone, I sense someone involved in this. There's certainly someone involved in this. Okay. The true feelings are of state. So this is causing them a lot of stress. A lot of stress. Okay, walking away. All right. So perhaps this is someone who is looking at simplifying their life. Maybe, let's have a look at the business example. Perhaps having or being in a business together. Being in a business together just might be too much, might be too hard. Maybe they're wanting to retire and walk away from the business. But the idea of telling you that, especially if you're a business partner, might be very, very difficult and causing a lot of anxiety. So I would say that their feelings for you, they feel deeply for you. They absolutely do love you, and or care for you, have strong feelings for you, whether that be in business or in a romantic connection or whatever connection this is. But I would say that they've been feeling a little bit restless lately. That, or maybe they just sort of want to simplify their life. Maybe if you're in a relationship, maybe an example I'm getting is maybe you're younger, they're older, you're wanting to do more things, they can't keep up. It could be something like that, but it just feels like they want to simplify their life. They're wanting to downscale their life and go in an area, go towards an area. It just really does feel like, but this could be you wanting to do that with them as well. You're wanting to maybe walk away from the partnership or the connection because the connection itself might seem a bit too much, or it's something that you don't want to keep up with. An example of that is wanting to retire. That is a perfect example of this energy. And how do you tell your boss? How do you tell your partner? I want to simplify. I want to simplify things. I want, I've mastered like I said before, I've mastered the corporate world. Now I want to master my inner world. I actually want to master doing nothing. And this is transforming the way you see. Perhaps you're having a spiritual awakening and the things that used to mean a lot to you and you were very, very good at no longer seem important anymore. And you want to go in a different direction in life, a completely different direction in life. But in doing so is going to let a few people down. So it's either this person is wanting to do that, wanting to simplify with the relationship with you, or this is something you're wanting to do with them. That is the nature of the relationship, which means possibly, ending the job, ending the career. Maybe you're wanting to end the career and your partner won't like that. It could be that. It could be, and your partner might still be working and you want to retire and you're not on the same page there. It could be something like that. But something that, how do I tell this person? How do I actually walk away from this this situation? It's causing them a lot of stress, because they want to do everything right. This sort of person that dots all the I's and crosses all the T's and makes sure everything's done. They're a master at everything. They probably overanalyze a lot, and that's my little kitty cat meowing. She might make an appearance. She's saying hello. Okay, so they're looking at the bigger picture of life. And that's why the idea of retiring, maybe even retiring early, is a perfect example of that. And you're walking away from what you've known and just, going, looking at what's really important in life. Working 7 days a week might not be just important anymore. And they're just wanting to move in a different direction. So their feelings for you, or your feelings for them, are on point, but the question is, what are their feelings for you? It's definitely on point. They do care a lot about you, otherwise they wouldn't be worried so much about it. But it's more about how will you feel as a result of them walking away. So whether it's walking away from the relationship itself or walking away in another area of life that will impact you. So it does feel like it's two separate areas of life that are connected. And again, an example of that is you're in a relationship or a marriage and one person wants to retire, walk away from the job. That's going to affect the relationship. It's that sort of energy. So I would say by now you'll know whether this is the read for you. I just had to get a little bit more on that one. But perhaps they're the ones that are getting, you're starting to feel them get a little bit restless, and this is why they're just wanting to take some time out to just reevaluate their life. Okay. All right. So let's have a look now. What are their true intentions for you with the Seeker Oracle? And maybe my little kitten making an appearance there. It's like, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. She's just the most adorable little thing. Okay. What are their true intentions for you? There it is. Oh, you get two. Okay. A queen bee. And be a curious creature. Okay. And leap of fortune. Okay. So their intentions for you are good. They have pure intentions. So they don't want to hurt you. They actually see you, you know, as the queen bee, as pivotal in their life. So it just feels like, and being a curious creature, it just feels like they're wanting, and again, the perfect example of this is you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, and they want to quit work early, or they want to retire early, or they want to downskill and or go from full-time to part-time work or whatever, which means they're going to be bringing in less money, and that's going to affect the relationship. It's that sort of energy. That's the sort of energy I'm feeling. Their intentions for you is are pure, and they're just wanting to follow a different path in life. They feel that you are, like, because you've got the queen bee and the leap of fortune. They actually feel that you are someone who is actually very important to them and very pivotal in their life. And they're still very curious about you. That still, you know, want to be a part of your life. I don't feel that they're wanting to walk away from you. They're either wanting to walk away from an aspect of life, or an aspect of the relationship itself, or an aspect of work. And but it does pertain to you. And I just feel if I tune in, I'll get a little bit more. So just give me a second. Okay. They feel like their perspective on the decision that they're wanting to make, and they're wrestling with, and that's causing anxiety. They feel it's actually very positive. They feel it's actually going to be very beneficial, even on a financial level as well. That's how they see it. But they're unsure as to whether you're going to see it the same way. They that's what they're concerned about. Their intentions for you, they feel that if they were to make this decision and make this move and walk away, let's say, use that same example, walk away from work and retire, they're going to get a big payout, you know, from work. They're going to be able to access their super, you know, they're going to have a little bit extra money. They're going to have some more time to devote to you. They feel it as a very positive thing towards the connection with you. But the anxiety is, and they're curious as to see how their life can be in that way. Retirement is a perfect example of this, but they're just very anxious as to whether you'll be okay with that, and whether maybe you might walk away, or whether you might take it badly, or something like that. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get further clarification on that, and I'm going to use the Mystical Wisdom deck just to get some further clarification. This is a very interesting read. It's starting to come together, though. It's starting to formulate it. Okay. Just get some clarification as to what's going on here. It's just I'm very curious as to what this actually represents. But I think my example is a very good one. Okay. money reversed. Yep. And that is find a way to abundance. And a vacation reversed. Yep. Take a time for relaxation and adventure. Yeah, this is exactly what the example that I just gave before. And I'm running out of room, so I'm just going to try and move these up a bit like that. There we go. And I'll get the back of the deck. Potential. Think big for your future. Yeah. Yeah, the example I gave was exactly what these cards are trying to say. So they feel like their decision to move in a different direction, which might not appear. Another example of this is someone who has a lucrative career. They're doing really, really well in their career. They're a lawyer, I don't know, and they're making a lot of money. They've got a practice and they want to quit being a lawyer and start doing art and start selling art and wanting to devote 100% time and attention to their art. And they believe that they can do it too. They believe that their art is worth money and then they can make money that way. They want to actually start, maybe they've spent all this time, they know they can be a success in one area of their life. They can be a success in this area of their life, but they know that in order to do that, they've got to devote 100% of their attention to it. So they've got to quit this other area. It's that sort of energy. And what it's going to look like is a temporary monetary setback where it's not like if you quit work, you stop getting the income. Where will the income come? So they feel like that they're seeing their move, however that looks like, as in the long term, yep, it's going to pay off. They know they can do it and they know they can master it and they know they can do it well. They have faith in themselves to do this, but they're just not sure that you'll be on board with it. And perhaps maybe you'll go, okay, well, I can't do this. I can't be on board with this. And maybe there's a lot of fear around telling. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight now to what would they like to say to you, but feel they can't or don't know how to say it. It ties in perfectly with that question. Using the Crystal Visions Tarot. What would they like to say to you, but feel that they can't for whatever reason? Oh, my shuffling today really sucks. All right, one more. There we go. That's better. All right. So what would they like to say to you, but for some reason, whatever reason, feel that they can't? There we go. 6 of Wands. There. And I'll find a spot for them. And 5 of Swords reversed. Okay. And underlying that is the 2 of Wands. Okay, so they absolutely see a future potential in what it is that they're wanting to walk away from or make a break from. They feel that this break, though, is a positive one and needs to happen. And they feel that it will work, and they have 100% confidence. They see it in their mind. They feel it. They know that, like, let's use the art example. They know their art is good. They know the art of the sell. They know how to sell. They know how to market themselves. They know how to, get a business going. They have a business plan. It feels like they've already got everything organized in their mind. They can see it. They know exactly how to do it. They're seeing something that you're not. Again, you might want to reverse the roles in this, but they feel that this break is necessary. This ending is necessary. It may feel bittersweet or maybe bittersweet. It's going to be definitely going to be a challenge, but they're up for it. But that's what they want to tell you. But they're worried about how you're going to react to that. They have belief in themselves. They actually think they're onto a good thing. And I'm going to say it, I believe that they are too. I'm tuning into that energy, whether this is you or whether this is the other person. But they 100% know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and their chances of success are much more than the average person. They know how to do this. They're just not sure how you're going to be on board with it, or whether you might even stick around for it. And it is something that I must say that they're devoted to. I have a feeling that it's not going to go away, and it's something that will continue to niggle at them if they ignore it. So I feel that, if it's them and this is your person feeling this and they come with you at this, my suggestion and advice, which we're actually going to get next, and I'll just shuffle them while I'm tuning into that, is to stand by them. And because this is something that is very dear to their heart and they can't not do it. And don't make them choose, basically. They have a lot of feelings for you. This deck is me and my shuffling today. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more bad shuffle. Advice for you. Okay, actually that wasn't too bad. All right, so advice for you with regards to this connection. And there was a little bit of a tidbit there, but let's have a look. 4 of Wands. Don't get in the way of their planning. Yeah. And let's just put that on top. Yeah. Don't get in the way of their creation. That's their advice. And it's exactly what yeah, that's nowhere near in shot, is it? Okay. All right, let's just put that there. This is starting to get a really busy read, but I'm using way more cards than I anticipated. But that's all right. Yep, that's just confirming exactly what I said too. So they are wanting to do this regardless, but they would prefer to have your support and they don't need your assistance at all, but they would prefer to have your support through this and have you have their back through it. That's what they prefer. It's probably something that you're not going to relate to, and you might not want to get on board with. So, say they're wanting to start a new business, it's not something that you'd be interested in, or it's not your area, or you might not have time for it, or you might not agree. If they're typically a lawyer and want to go down the spiritual path and you're not anywhere near the spiritual path, it's something that you're not going to relate to. But all they want is just your support and belief in them. But they can do it. Wow, this is a different reading. So how is the, what's most likely going to happen within the next 1 to 2 months with regards to this connection? Straight away. Five of Swords reversed again. Okay, so that's mistakes, melodrama, or reassessment. Okay, so there's definitely in the next 1 to 2 months, and because that's a reversal, and I've got 6 of Swords is the next one reversed. Okay, on the back, but I am going to get another one. I'll leave that as the underlying though. Relief, hope, moving on, but that was reversed. So I'm just going to get one more just to clarify. Nope, I'm getting 2 more. Okay, hope, and Page of Wands. Creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. Okay, so I would say that. Okay, I'm just going to tune in because I feel I need to get this right. All right. Okay. What I see within the next 1 to 2 months is that this is going to happen anyway because it's like a calling for them, or if the roles are reversed, it's a calling for you. That has to happen and is going to happen. So what's going to happen is, for example, let's use the lawyer to artist example. They're going to quit their lawyer practice and start with their art. You're actually then going to have a look at what they produce and have a look at the leads that they've generated or the interest that they've generated in their art and all the things that they've organized and how things start moving very quickly. You're going to look at it and go, whoa, okay, actually there is something in this. You're going to reassess the way and reevaluate the way and again, the roles can be reversed. And it's sort of like you're going to sort of go back on your previous assessment of art. There's no money in art, for example. Or the previous assessment of if you retire and I'm still working, that's just not going to work for us, and there's not enough money coming in or whatever. But what is going to happen is it's going to happen anyway, but you're going to go, actually, this is working. This actually does work. I'm actually motivated to continue in this direction. Okay. And there's going to be hope for the connection. There's going to be like a renewed hope for the connection. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm just going to tune and just see if there's anything else. I usually like to get 3 things. So just 1 second. Again, this is big energy. And it's big energy that this person is moving through. It's a big decision, always meant to happen. It was a predestined life decision. Like before they came to this life, they said, around about this time, I'm going to move away from here and in this direction. And that's just part of their blueprint. They can't say no to it. They can prolong it. They can try and hold it back for as long as they can in fear of upsetting the apple cart. But at the end of the day, they can't not do it. It's going to happen at some point. Okay. And this is meaningful to them. Or if the roles are reversed, it's meaningful to you. And they're the ones who will come on board at some point. So if it is for you and the roles are reversed and you're the one who's wanting to go in a completely different direction, honor it, because this person will come round. But be prepared to choose this first. And they are prepared to choose this first if it's them that are wanting to move in a different direction, because it is a soul calling, one that you just can't ignore. But it is one that will pay off. It will actually work. They know it, or if the roles are reversed and this is about you, you know it. It's just the other person has to come on board. And the only way that's going to happen is to actually do it, or that other person is just going to do it. And then you're going to start seeing the benefits of that. You're going to start seeing the rewards. You're going to start seeing the forward momentum, and it's going to get you motivated. Or if the roles are reversed, it's going to get them motivated. I hope this is not too confusing. Okay, see if there's anything else. But it's fun. Whatever it is, it's fun. It's creative. It's very creative. And there's creation there. It's just, it's something that is going to set their soul on fire. It's going to ignite that spark within them, and they're going to come alive. They're going to become a different person. Or if the reading is about you, you're going to become a different person. It's going to ignite something within you that you thought, or they thought, was long time buried. And there's going to be a shift in this person, whether it's you or them, that is just going to make them come alive. And that's going to be a beautiful unfolding to behold. It's actually an exciting time once you both get your head around it and embrace it and accept it and just move with it and just see where it takes you. It'll actually take you both to quite a beautiful place and an exciting place and a motivating place and a successful place. It's going to do well. Whatever this is, it's going to do well. It might take a bit of time, but if it's you, you already know what it looks like. It's going to happen. It's going to look like exactly as you see it, if not better, probably better. Or if it's them, it's going to happen exactly as they're seeing it, or probably better. So have faith in that and have faith in them. Okay. Wow, this is a completely different read. Well, hopefully it helped and hopefully it resonated. If it did, please put a comment in the comment section below and let me know how it resonated. That I always love that feedback. I'm also taking requests. So if you have an idea for a future read, please put that in there and I can do a pick a card on that one for you. But until I do my next read, if this is where I leave you, I'll say thank you so much and bye. Hey, Part 3, welcome to your read. And if you chose this read, you chose the Eye of Horus Egyptian tile of Happy. And that's basically the god of the flooded Nile. So it's everything to do with prosperity, abundance. It's the Empress, related to the Empress card in tarot, if you follow tarot. So it's all about, it's sort of the flooding of the Nile. And that's when all the crops would grow, everyone would be fed. It was a really prosperous time. So I'll just put that down there. And this is about I'm just going to do a clearing. And so this is about the nature of your relationship. The relationship, I would say, is actually doing very well at this time. Okay, so I'll just light this candle and just set your intention for the read today. We'll do a clearing and take a deep breath in and out. Okay. So if this is representing a person, this person would be very caring and nurturing, a master manifester, someone who can manifest on the earthly realms incredibly well. So this is potentially someone who is very good with money or very wealthy, or just a very healthy person, a very maternal person, someone who loves their family, someone who just is a master manifester. There's someone who has everything they need and everything they want, and also understands the ebbs and flows of life. So there's someone who, if things are going well, they're very gracious, they're very grateful and happy, and honors the things that they have in life, but also they understand that there's an ebb as well to the ebb and flow. So even if things aren't going well, they have the ability to have a positive aspect of any situation and see the silver lining. So that's the person that we're dealing with. And again, the roles can be reversed. This can be me and you, but this is a reading on their feelings and intentions. Okay, so we've got, this is the coffin coming out of the reversal. So that means transition. You're coming out of a transition stage. So perhaps there's been something, maybe there's been an ebb in the ebb and flow. So there's been a period of stillness or transition where things have ended and you're just coming out of that. So you're coming into a new phase on the other side of that. So I would say that the nature of the relationship with you guys is perhaps that something has, they've had a little bit of trouble, but you're coming out of that and you're actually transitioning into a new stage or a new phase of the relationship, or whether it's a business relationship, whatever it represents, you're coming out of that phase. And it's so far it's looking incredibly positive. Okay, Chariot. Yep, look at that. Okay, and that's almost in the completion phase. It's coming out. So I would say there's been a lot of forward movement for a while, and these are in similar orientations. So I would say, if you've had troubles, it was a little while ago, and you've had quite a bit of momentum. But momentum, okay, how do I say this? There's been a lot happened in a short amount of time. That's how I'm sort of reading this. A lot of energy, a lot of forward movement, a very positive forward movement in a very short amount of time since something went wrong, or you're transitioning out of something. So it could be anything ranging from being single, transitioning into a relationship, and the relationship's just gone really fast. Or you've joined someone in a business partnership, and you've gone from working for someone else and having the stability of that to being in a partnership, but the partnership and the business has just skyrocketed. It's gone incredibly well, incredibly fast. It could be maybe you've had some troubles with your partner, or this person that you're reading about or asking about, and you shifted and you talked about it and you moved in a new direction, and it's actually whatever you've done has worked incredibly well. So let's have a look at the underlying energy. 8 of Wands. And that marries up so perfectly with the Chariot energy. And I actually feel like putting that there and that there. Okay, that looks better. Okay, and that's so pretty. Okay, so there's a lot in the relationship itself. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of positive movement forward. I would say that there isn't anything going wrong. If there's maybe anything going wrong, it might be thoughts about what went wrong in the past. But that's it. Everything is actually going better than you think, if you think something's not going right. But you've got everything you need when you need it. You've got all the money that you need, even if you don't think you do. You've got all the food that you need. The relationship is going incredibly well. The nature of this relationship and the energy check is actually moving very fast. Perhaps it might be an energy of this is moving a little bit too fast, but I don't know. I think you're on board with it. I feel like it's something that is moving at a comfortable but fast pace for you. Whatever the nature of the relationship is, it's open to anything at this stage. All right. So let's have a look at their true feelings for you. How does the person that you're thinking about truly feel about you? What does their heart say? And this is using the Energy Oracle deck. Okay. I'm just going to do one more shuffle because that last one sucked. And my shuffling is just being really crap today. I don't know why. So what is the true feelings for you? There it is. Patience. Okay. And that's in the completion phase. So they have a lot of patience and a lot of time for you. Anxiety on the underlying. Anxiety come out in pile 2. So if you're drawn to pile 2, maybe you want to have a look at that. So I'll just make sure that's in shot. It is. And I can still put that there. Okay. So I would say that there's someone who is in it for the long haul. Absolutely in it for the long haul. And I would say maybe there is something like their true feelings for you is, I feel that, oh, okay, this could go either way. So I'll take it both ways. So it could be that whatever it is that you're transitioning out of is something that is still causing them anxiety, but they have the patience to work through it. It could also be the speed that this is going through is causing them anxiety, but they know that it's worth it and they're willing to wait it out. Or perhaps they have anxiety about you feeling this, or you actually still thinking about what happened in the past. This seems to keep coming up. So perhaps this isn't resolved. But how they're feeling is they have the patience, even though they're a little bit anxious. The feeling I feel is the anxiety is more about concern about how you view them, or whether this might be moving too fast. I don't feel the anxiety is about not wanting the partnership or connection with you. I think the anxiety is because they do want it and they want it to be right. And they want to make sure that you're up to speed, the same speed. They have the patience to wait this out. I'm going to get some clarification as to their feelings. So let's have a look at the Learning Tarot cards deck. Oh, that's better. All right, just to get some clarifications of their feelings. They're feeling a little anxious. Why are they feeling a little anxious? And maybe they feel it's like, because you've got patience, but you've got a lot of speed there. So let's just have a look. There we go. That came straight out. 9 of Cups. Okay, and that's coming into the reversal. This is, what this is saying to me is it's a wish come true. There's a go. 3 of Cups. That's exactly what this is saying. Okay, so this is a wish come true. What it is with you is a wish come true, but they're thinking, is this too good to be true? Maybe they're waiting for something to reveal itself. And then, I think what they're feeling is a little anxious. They're feeling that this is going too well. Maybe they're not used to things going well in their life. And they're feeling that it very much is, this is a too good to be true. They're just waiting for, what is it? Not the penny to drop. I can't remember the meaning, the word for that, or the phrase for that. But this is going so incredibly well after something bad happening. They're just waiting for, someone to, show where the hidden camera is and go, ha, 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 or April Fools or something like that. It just feels like that they're going to have this beautiful thing that they've got with you taken out from underneath them. So they're anxious that this isn't going to work out. But it's just going so, so well. Everything is moving in a really, really positive direction, but they're questioning that, and they're anxious, and they're just waiting for something bad to happen. I'm just going to tune in just to them. Yep, they have concerns. And I keep going back to this. Whatever happened in the past, I don't think it fully got resolved. and they have concerns because of that. Maybe there's something in the past that they haven't told you, and they're concerned that you might find it and it might shatter all this, what's happening, what's being created. It's something related to the past that is still causing them anxiety that they feel might jeopardize this. It is something that, or it's either that, or they feel it's too good to be true, and it's a limiting belief system. There's something related to that that is causing them anxiety, but because what's happening in the relationship, they love it. And it's just so good. They're seeing it as something that's just so absolutely amazing, and it's something that they've never experienced before, and it's going at a fast pace that they're comfortable with. They're happy with it, but there is some sort of anxiety there as a result of that. Okay. So let's have a look at their intentions for you using the Seeker Oracle and just see how those two marry up. What are their intentions for you? Okay. What are their intentions for you? What are their intentions? There it is. Have faith. But they have faith that this is going to work out. They do have faith. Leaf of Fortune. Pile 2, I think, got that. Okay, so if you're drawn to pile 2, definitely if you're drawn to pile 2, because pile 2 had both these cards in it. Okay. So their intentions is they believe that this is a very, very, very positive thing, and that is going to head in an incredibly positive direction. And they have faith that it is going to work out, even though they're stressing a little bit about it, and maybe they're waiting for the sort of shit to hit the fan, or it to be too good to be true, or the rug to be pulled out from underneath them, or someone to jump out in front of a hidden camera and go surprise. Even though that would be to do with their own limiting belief systems. Actually, I'm going to use this deck and ask about what are their limiting belief systems operating behind this. And I'll use the Magic of You Oracle. And every pile for now, I've asked for clarifiers, actually, because it's just, so in-depth. I didn't think it would be. Honestly, didn't. Tarot always surprises me. Okay, so what's the limiting belief systems with your person operating behind the scenes and causing this? That'll give you a little bit more information. Limiting belief systems, please, operating beneath pile 3's person. It's very hidden. It's definitely very hidden. There we go. We're getting to 𝓦𝓔𝓛𝓒𝓞𝓜�. I've never had this card. Feel loved and proud. And I'm going to put it down there, and hopefully it fits. Mosaic. And I think pile 2 got this one too. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Pretty sure this was pile 2. Yeah, definitely if you're drawn to pile 2, have a look and check it out. And see, they're both in this shot enough. Okay. And on the deck, everything in its perfect balance. Okay. And this is about limiting belief systems too, which is interesting. Okay. So feel loved and proud, let chance play its creative role in your life, and everything in perfect balance. Okay. So they feel that perhaps this is too good to be true, and that it's out of balance, and that life is going to come back and go, okay, no, you don't deserve to be that loved, and you don't deserve to feel that loved, like feel that loved or feel that love. You don't deserve. This is the limiting belief system, by the way. It's not true, and they don't trust the universe to give them all they want. We've actually been programmed to believe that we're only allowed to have so much happiness and so many good things in your life, and then Murphy's luck jumps in and then takes you back a step, or brings you down a peg. That's what it is. Their belief system is life is too good, and usually when life is too good, something steps in to bring you down a peg and remind you that no, life isn't supposed to be this good. Life is supposed to be hard. You're supposed to work hard. You're supposed to feel bad. That's normal. That's a limiting belief system, and it's that limiting belief system that is causing them the anxiety. But despite that, they still have faith that this is actually going to work out. They have faith and want to believe that this can be that good, and this can continue to be that good, and this is actually something that is meant for them, and they're trusting in the universe, even though they have a limiting belief system that the universe is going to punch them in the guts. They're going, you know what? I'm going to trust this anyway. I'm just going to go for it because it feels too good. And that's why the energy is just so strong, because they are allowing it. Even though they have a limiting belief system that is arcing up at the moment, they're seeing it and they're saying no to it. They're actually going, you know what? No, I'm going to choose to believe that this can be true. I'm going to choose to celebrate it. I'm going to choose to go, this is in my life and it feels good, and I'm going to own it, and I'm just going to milk it for all I can. I'm going to enjoy it and continue in this forward momentum. So let's now I want to go straight to what they would like to say to you, because I feel it's a good time to go into that, but feel that they can't for some reason, or don't know how to say it. If there's something that they want to say to you, but yeah, don't feel like maybe now's the time, or they don't know how to articulate it, don't know maybe how you respond to it. But one more shuffle, because that one's up. Okay. So did that, but that'll do. Okay, is this in the shot? It's in enough. Okay. What would they like to say to you, but don't, or maybe aren't ready to, or don't know how you're going to respond, or don't know how to say it? What would they like to say to you? Okay, Two of Cups reversed and Six of Swords. Okay. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is taking a different perspective. Okay, and this was placed straight under what happened here. So perhaps there was a time where maybe there was a period of separation, or you guys did end it, or you almost ended it. You almost broke up, or you almost quit your job, or whatever this is relating to. There's a different perspective, or that awarded this person a completely different perspective on the relationship itself. Because here the relationship is going incredibly well, or the partnership, or the connection, or the nature of the connection, it's actually going incredibly well. They believe, they have faith that this is actually a very fortunate thing, and there's a lot of forward momentum, positive forward momentum, despite the limiting belief system going on. So I think this isn't them saying, I want to break up. This is them saying, wanting to say, look, I've got a different perspective over a relation, the problem that we had in the past, whatever it was, where perhaps one walked away and moved on to a different relationship, and then that, in doing so, that gained them a different perspective over this relationship, and now you're back together and it's working out really well. That's an example. Or you almost broke up, but that breakup actually forced them to think differently about themselves, and differently about the connection itself. So there's something that has changed there, something to do with the almost breakup, or the breakup itself, or whatever, the massive argument that almost caused a breakup. There's something that there was a period of stillness, or a period of transition, and that you're coming out of now. So again, this reading keeps coming back to this thing that happened in the past. Perhaps you haven't talked about it completely. Maybe there's more that needs to be said, but this person doesn't know how to say it. They're looking at the connection completely differently now, from a completely different perspective. But like the Hangman is a period of stillness and time out. So is this. This is the Coffin, which is very similar energy. So perhaps they saw value in that transition time. They saw a lot of value in that transition time, and they feel that it moved, that that happened potentially is what actually caused this positive movement forward, because you had a time to reevaluate. I'm just going to get a little bit more on what they feel they want to say to you but don't know how to say it. So just get some clarification on this, please. And I feel it's going to come. Okay. Just get a little bit more clarification. Don't know how I'm going to fit this. I'll find a spot. Okay. Okay, let's just get some clarification. Because there's something that they want to talk to you about that event that changed them forever. That has changed them. That they just don't know how. Okay. Resilience coming into the reversal. Rise above tribulations. Okay. So, perhaps, and I'll see what's also on the bottom of the deck. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Okay. So, and where am I going to put that? The Hanged Man. There we go. And that can go in there. Oh, that works. Okay. Okay. So they still feel that they haven't risen above what it was. Okay, I feel I know what this is. Just 1 second. I'm just going to tune in just to get it right. Just 1 second. Okay. All right. Now I've got it. They feel, and what they would like to say to you is, it feels like they're surprised you're still with them after what happened. And I don't feel that they've completely risen above something that they did that caused the problem. They believe this, again, they believe in the connection and they believe in you. But I don't think they entirely believed in themselves. And I don't think they've completely gotten over whatever this thing was. The reading keeps coming back to that. And I think maybe they want to talk to you about it, but they don't feel that they can. And I'll just tune in as to why. Okay. They feel that if they spoke to you about it, you'd walk away. So maybe not everything got voiced, or it didn't get properly addressed at the time. They don't want to jeopardize what they've got going now. They want to just sort of leave it in the past, but their subconscious mind isn't letting them do it. It's coming back up again. So they do want to let you know that whatever you went through did actually change them. It gave them a completely different perspective of themselves that they're still working through right now. And they're still trying to rise above. It's like you put a mirror to them, a mirror to their actions, and they've gone, oh crap, I did that. I can see, why didn't she walk, and I'm saying she because that's a chick there. Why didn't she or he walk away when I did that? Now I'm actually seeing how bad that was, and they're still with me. Oh my God, I've got a prize. I've got an absolute prize. I've got to work on this because I don't want to hurt this person again in that same way. I want to rise above that. And they want to tell you that, but how do they tell you that without highlighting how bad they were again and risking you walking away? They believe in you. They also want to tell you that they believe in you and they believe in the future with you. And they believe that you are the person of their dreams. And you have changed them in a way that they never dreamed possible. And they absolutely have faith. You're 1 in a million to them. That's what they want to let you know. But whatever happened in the past is still haunting them. And they're scared that if they revisit it and highlight to you something that they're seeing within themselves and then you see it, you'll go eek and then walk away. And they don't want to risk that because what they've got with you is too good. So I'll just see what that is. well, it's related to whatever happened, and you know what happened. So you're already aware anyway. I don't think if you were to know this, you would actually just say, you know what, that is just a fear. That's a limiting belief system. I don't think that would be enough because things are too good for you too. You know, things are really good for you too. It's more like a fear of theirs that and a fear of what do you call it? Showing you an aspect of themselves which they're ashamed of or they don't like within themselves that they're trying to rise above. They wish they could talk to you about it. But there's something severely stopping them. I feel that they're probably just going to deal with it on their own. But if you're sensing any stress from them, or if they're trying to maybe buck the current of this energy a little bit, it's because they're wrestling with this within themselves. But it's just a limiting belief system. It's not the truth. It's just something that you've shone a light and put a mirror up to them and made them see. And now they've got to process that. All right. So let's have a look at any advice for you with regards to this connection. Oh, this deck does not like shuffling. Oh my gosh. Advice for you. I will get this one day. I'll do 2 more shuffles. Every now and then a good one comes out. But today is just not a day for shuffling for me. Really isn't. If you've watched any other pile, you'll see that, you know, lots of crappy shuffles. Okay, and on the bottom you got Wheel of Fortune, which is Leap of Fortune. Okay, I'll just give one more go. All right, and this is the Mythic Tarot. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. That'll do. All right, so advice for you and for this connection. There it is, Empress. All right, and I just want to put that can go up there and that can go in there. And underneath that, the King of Cups. All right, so this is a very good partnership. A very good partnership. So let's just see if the King is in there. He's in there enough. Let's move that up a bit. There we go. Okay, so the Empress is, I see the Empress and also the Emperor as sort of like the Queen of Queens. She is the ultimate mother, the ultimate nurturer, and she's giving birth to something incredibly amazing, especially with the King of Cups. So this is the advice for you for this connection. Nurture it. Absolutely nurture it. This person loves you dearly. Absolutely loves you dearly. He's not, or and I say he because it's a king. This person is not wanting to manipulate you at all. Their feelings are true. You can actually trust their feelings. You can trust what they're feeling for you. Even though they're feeling a lot of stress, it's because they hold you so dear. Like the Empress, this is a very much a power couple. This is someone who now sees your value and sees the value of this connection for them as well. They love you dearly and they can be trusted. So the advice for you is to trust this connection and nurture it and nurture them. They're going through a little bit of a hard time. It feels like you're right there. You don't have to worry about anything. And the reason why this relationship is going so well is predominantly to do with you. You're the one who knows how to nurture yourself. You also know how to do the shadow work. You know how to do all of that. You've mastered everything. You're just now someone who just engenders that from other people, which actually rings true with the rest of the reading. You being a mirror, you've actually shown them aspects of themselves. The King of Cups I see is the ultimate shadow worker, someone who's now looking at their emotions in the mirror and going, okay, I've got to clear this. I've got to deal with this. I've got to change this within myself because that's what this person deserves, nothing less. So the advice is nurture the relationship. There's something that is actually, especially with the Leap of Fortune, have faith. The Three of Cups, you've got the Eight of Wands and the Chariot there. There's a lot going on there. This is something that can be very beneficial for you in the future, and for you both as well on every level, especially a material one, because this is also speaks to material, like ultimate manifestor energy. And the Empress is a manifesting energy as well, creating something new, giving birth to something new, and just reaping in a harvest. So, and you've got Leap of Fortune here. So stick with it. The advice is to stick with it because what is being birthed and what is being grown and the energy that's being put behind this manifestation is amazing. You're going to actually reap amazing rewards on the other side of this. Just have patience with it. So now let's actually have a look at what's going to happen within the next 1 to 2 months, and just see where this is heading. What is actually being created, what is being manifested. Perhaps you don't quite see it yet, but I think you absolutely would see evidence of it coming to fruition. Whatever it is, wherever this energy is going, wherever it feels there's positive forward momentum. It could be just in the nature of the relationship itself, or if it's a partnership, the business is doing incredibly well. Maybe you've taken the relationship to another level, and that's just going incredibly well. Things are going really well. You're getting on really well. You're having fun. The money situation's looking like it's starting to come together. Everyone's healthy. Everything is actually going quite well. So, so let's have a look. This is the area of life we're talking about. What's going to go on with you in this connection in the next 1 to 2 months? There we go. That one. Justice, fairness, the law, and karma. And I feel like I want to get one more, then an underlying. But underlying that actually is 10 of water. You know what? No, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, and there's a transformation underneath. Okay, that's what I was sensing. All right, so that's this, basically, which is Tower in tarot, but transformation. And then on the other side of that transformation is ongoing contentment in the realms of the heart, which is 10 of water, which is 10 of cups, family, love, and blessings. So this was, let's see if I can push this up so it actually is all in shot. Yeah, there we go. This was fated. This was meant to be. I feel that your souls, especially when you got the king and the empress there, were meant to come together, and were meant. And again, this is very highly linked to highly linked to pile 2. This is cosmic justice. These rewards that you're already starting to see evidence of, where you're starting to see small evidence of it, or you can see the potential of it, or maybe you want a family and you are pregnant now, so you're seeing evidence in that way. And here's an example. Let's just say you're a woman and you're pregnant, and this man is actually stepping up and he's going, oh my God, this is just amazing. She's carrying my child, she's carrying our child, and how exciting is this going to be? You're seeing him get all excited, but at the same time you might start going, oh, can I be a good enough father? Am I going to be able to provide for this family? That's an example of this energy, of this read. It's just like things are going so well, but that means he's going to, or your partner is going to actually have to stay in. Like, how can they maintain this energy? It doesn't have to maintain. There's the whole energy of happy is this ebb and flow. You're going through a flow stage at the moment. You're going through a very abundant stage at the moment. But know that, there will be peaks and troughs and valleys and things like that. And you'll be able to move through them. The relationship is strong. I think that this was necessary. And this is a transformation underneath. It was necessary in order for you to both have a look at each other and yourselves, and have an opportunity to clear whatever you need to clear. This person's still doing that, but I feel you've done it. But once that person does it, and it'll take a little while for that person to still do it, but I feel that the energy, that they've shifted that energy within them enough to move things forward and progress things forward in the way you want it. So, we'll use the example of, you're starting a family, and say you're pregnant, and maybe this person is now coming into an alignment with their own value and their own ability to step up and, be a parent now and be responsible for other people. This is just an example. But then they're thinking, can I continue to do that? And what life is teaching them is, yes, you can. And they've moved enough of that limiting belief system to actually maybe attract a better job in, so they can earn more money and be a better provider when you have to go on maternity leave. Something like that. They've cleared enough to create this forward energy now in all areas of life. Very prosperous, very abundant. The Empress and Happy card are exactly the same energy. You've got the Chariot there as well. And justice, this is karma. So positive karma is now being released and available to you both because you've actually cleared a lot of karma. You've cleared a lot of belief systems. This other person's still looking at it, still doing it as a result of what happened in the past. It's still bugging them. But the potential for a long-term happy future with this person is just 100%. It's so potent. It's so there. It's so available to you. So I'm just going to tune in and I'll just close the reading off with any channel messages. So just give me a few seconds. Okay, so it feels that, yes, everything is going incredibly well. Everything is going incredibly fast. It's feeling very potent and fertile. But at the same time, honor and nurture that energy. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't think, okay, all right, everything's fine now. We've got money coming in. Cool, I can just relax and just, not care so much or not put so much effort into the relationship. No, this is still at an early stage where it still needs to be focused on. It still needs to be honored. You still need to take time out and be grateful for what you have and acknowledge that within each other. If someone else steps up in some way, say, thank you so much. I really appreciated how you did this and this and this. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you. And then what that other person is going to do is go, oh, wow, that felt really good to be acknowledged. Okay, so the next time this person does something, they're going to acknowledge it. It's really important to nurture the relationship at this stage, this early stage. It's sort of the stage of a seed being a seedling, and they've actually got a bit of structure to the plant. Yeah, but it still needs that prop. So, if it gets too windy, that prop is going to keep it upright rather than it going. So it's still at that stage where you do need to nurture it. Don't take it for granted. Okay, let's see what else. I like to get 3 things. But there's a lot of prosperity behind this. A lot, like a lot of money or something substantial or something on a material level that is going to help, but not help in the long term, help in the short term. An example of that is getting a pay rise or getting a new job that pays more, or coming across some funding to help you with your relationship or with your business or something in that way. You might get funding. If it is related to a business, you might get funding in or come across a government grant or something like that. There's money available in the short term, whether you've come across it or you're researching it and you know it's available or it's there for you now. There's money available now, and that's why things feel so good and so prosperous at this time. And that's a very good thing. And it'll last for quite a while, actually, this money. It's not going to be short term. It's quite a decent sum of money. It's either a big sum of money or it's for example, a pay increase that is going to stay increased. You're going to stay at that pay for a while, or getting a new job at a higher pay. That'll be, you'll be getting that money for a long time for as an increase to what you're used to. So that is going to stay in your life for a while. Whatever that increase is, that increase in prosperity, however that looks, it's going to stay. But it's happening soon or now. Like, for example, what I'm trying to say, it's not a long-term investment. It's something that's happening now, but it's an investment that is going to pay off for quite a long time. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. All right. See, anything else? One more thing. But it is a time to celebrate. And as well as appreciate, celebrate. Success breeds success. See how far you've come. See how far you've come in the relationship or the partnership or the business. See how you've come in your career, if this is career related, and celebrate your successes. Celebrate your successes together. See how far you've come together and what you've worked through. Celebrate it. Go out for dinner and go, we did good. We did good. This is really good. I'm celebrating this. We've achieved this, or you've got this pay rise, or you've got this grant, or we've become pregnant, or we're here, things are going really well. Celebrate it. It is important to do that. Whew. And it'll feel good. And again, success will breed success. So it'll actually lead to more successes. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you if you're watching this far into the reading. If you liked it, please share, like, subscribe, put a comment in the comment section below if it resonated. Also taking requests. So if you have an idea for a future pick a card read, put that in the comments below and I'll absolutely do that for you. But until I do my next read next week, I'll say again, thank you so much and bye.